Hey YouTubers, as you see from the title of my video, I am starting a free gun giveaway. This is my first gun giveaway, and it's going to center around, the contest is going to center around these two rifles. These are Mosin Nagants. This is the M44, this is the carbine, and this is the 9130, which is their long rifle. These two, or the Mosin Nagant is my favorite cheap milsurp rifle. I absolutely love it. And if you're new to firearms, if you don't know, the Mosin Nagant was adopted by the Russians and used by the Russians and Soviets. I believe they adopted it in 1891, if I remember correctly, which is where why it's called the 91. And then it was they remodeled it in 1930. This rifle here was used throughout the Russian Revolution, the World War I, World War II, pretty much all their fighting between then. After World War II, they did still use it, but they moved on to semi-automatic rifles like the SKS, and then eventually fully automatic rifles or select fire such as the AK-47. But this rifle here, and it still, even after they adopted those, it still saw use and by the Russians and Soviets, but it's still, to this day, you can find it on battlefields throughout the world, whether you're in Africa or Eastern Europe. If there's a battlefield involving a third world or even second world country, you are most likely going to find this rifle. Shoots the 7.62 by 54R. The R stands for rimmed. It's also called the 7.62 Russian. Not to be confused with the 7.62 Soviet, which is the 7.62 39, which is what the AK and SKS shoot. So this rifle here, you can normally get these for under 150 bucks in good condition. I got this one here on sale. I believe I paid 89 bucks for this about 7 years ago. This one here I got on sale. I think I paid 119 for it. You should generally be able to find them for under 120 bucks, but 150 bucks it's becoming more common. I think this is the best value in milsurp rifles to this day. I don't think you can get a better quality rifle at a cheaper price. And these things are durable. They're built like a tank. These things are designed to be used in Russian winters, and they have seen it all. And it's an outstanding rifle. They kick like a mule. It's it'll give you a good bit of recoil. What I like about this, see, I have my 22s I shoot, my 22 caliber ARs, and those are a lot of fun to shoot, but I like recoil. And the 22 doesn't really satisfy my need for recoil. It's kind of like eating fish when you crave steak. This is very cheap to shoot, and it satiates my need for recoil. You can buy a box of these, of course the price has gone up, but it used to be you could buy a box of these 20 rounds for $4. Now it's moved up to 10. I've seen some 15, and I've even seen some manufacturers selling it for 20. But you can still get good milsurp ammo. I believe that in about 20 years, if you didn't buy a whole bunch of these now, you'll be thinking, man, I wish I'd have bought a whole bunch of them back then. Because I believe in 10, 20 years, I think these are going to be 500, 600, 700, maybe even $1,000 per rifle. Eventually these markets will dry up, and the prices are going to go up on them now. So if I were you, and me being me, I'm going to buy a crate of these. I'm going to try to buy at least a dozen, if not 2 dozen, because prices will go up on these eventually, and you can't beat the price on these right now. So for my contest, what I would like you to do is one of two things. All right, to enter the contest, it's going to be a lot like before. To enter the contest, first off, you have to be a subscriber. Second off, make a comment below in the comment section and tell me what your favorite cheap military surplus rifle is. And I'm talking by cheap, I'd say under 300. I'm going to set the bar at 300. So if you 20 years ago, if you bought an M1 Garand for 300 bucks, you can include that. But if you're buying rifles now, you're probably not going to be able to include the M1 Carbine or the M1 Garand because they're going to be over 300 bucks. I want to know what your favorite cheap mil-surp rifle is. This one here is mine. The second part to this, if you do a video response, I want you to show me and discuss your favorite cheap military surplus rifle. And then send me an email that it's been published to your website. And make it kind of a cross between a video response and a shout out video, that type of thing. But I want you to talk about your favorite rifle and show it to me. If you do that, I'll enter your name into my contest 5 times. So you either get it entered once by doing comments or 5 times by doing a video response. Now, a couple other rules for this contest. You must be 18, and since this the prize is a firearm, you must be legally eligible to purchase a firearm where you're at. All right, this is going to be a completely legal transaction. It's going to go through a legal FFL, so you need to have a FFL by you to transfer it in. This rifle is going to come directly from Century Arms. It's not going to be by me. It's going to be as if you were purchasing the firearm by yourself. So it will be transferred to Century, or from Century Arms to your FFL. And of course, you must be a U.S. resident. The prize for this will be a Mosin Nagant, which is why I'm calling this contest the November Nagant, or Nagant November. This is a product ID on this. If you want to look it up online, it's RI660-X. So it's the one that's in excellent condition. That is it right there. Century International Arms has so graciously donated this rifle as a prize to this contest. So it's completely 100% sponsored by Century International Arms. And I really appreciate this. This is a shout out to them. What a wonderful company they are. I believe that Century International Arms has done a huge service for the gun community by these great military surplus rifles that they import that we would not normally have access to. I love Century International Arms, and I know a lot of you out there have purchased their rifles as well. It's a great company. Today is November 8th, and I'm going to give this contest until December 15th.